Hi, I'm Phil Kincaid for the Durham Agricultural Commission, and welcome back to another series of features highlighting local agricultural issues and events. Well, I bet you didn't know that the Oyster River High School has an equestrian riding club. Well, it does, and we stopped by Linden Woods Farm to talk to head coach Leslie Ann McGowan to learn more about it. We also swing by the Durham Farmers Market, which is open every Monday afternoon at Jackson's Landing, sponsored by the Seacoast Growers Association. It's a great opportunity to pick up locally produced fruits, vegetables, and other fine products. And of course, it's summer, and that means Durham's community gardens are in full swing. We stopped by 3 of them to see how things are going: Fitz Farm, Churchill, and we kick everything off right here at Wagon Hill Farm.
Well, so we're back at the garden, and it's midsummer now, and it looks a lot different than it did in the spring. And we have all kinds of vegetables, every single plot, and we have over 100 plots here, and about 75 and 85 gardeners. And they've all been really busy, as you can see if you look around. There's loads and loads of food here. This is a plot with corn, and this gardener has planted a living fence of the cleome flowers around it. The cleome flower is got thorns on it, so it's prickly. So any predators that might want to be getting at the corn are going to have to deal with the cleome. And also the cleome is attracting pollinating insects to the corn. So it's just a real nice companionship of plants that are making this plot work.
Or Lee Alexander, that was on the list.
Yeah.
Bee people, but those bee people could be viewed on.
I personally really love all the flowers that we've gardeners have started to grow, because it really has brought a lot of diversity into the garden, a lot of pollinators and beneficial insects that have come in and really helped us a lot with pest control. So I love all the flowers.
Yeah.
She lives in Durham, but her farm is in Hampton and also in...
Well, square foot gardening is an extremely efficient way of getting a lot of yield produce in a small amount of space, such as a raised garden bed like the ones we have here. And it can be used by anyone, by beginners, by people who have been gardening for years, all their lives.
This is an example of what happens when you've planted a square foot garden. This was originally laid out on a grid, and the grid has been removed now to let the plants grow, but you can see what's happened here. You've got these different plants, all of them growing really well, but a real nice blend of things for people, to harvest. Lots of different things growing in this just 4x10 plot, which is really amazing when you look at how much food is here.
We had peppers, more coming. One big one.
All right, so this is the food pantry bed that we're growing to supply food for the Durham food pantries, the cornucopia and the pantry at St. Thomas More. And Betsy Burton and her team have been managing it all summer and harvesting it and delivering food. And I think you made a delivery yesterday, didn't you?
Yesterday we delivered 2 full baskets, laundry baskets full of food. Carrots, beets, lettuce, kale,
We had
chard,
cabbage, I think.
cabbage,
Yeah.
lots of basil,
So
dill.
we're looking forward to the tomato season, because we
Any
expect
day.
to have plenty of those. But no, it's been a great year for the food pantry. I think we've been able to really provide them with some very nice organic, fresh, local food.
And other gardeners donate too when they can from their own gardens, so that's wonderful. You've had a couple of tomatoes, no more yet.
Well, we're really starting to gear up on major harvest now, and the gardeners are going to have to be really busy now harvesting and keeping up with all of the harvest. And so from now until the end of the summer, it'll be a lot of picking and reaping the benefits of all the hard work until fall, when things start to wind down and we start to close things up.
Good morning and welcome to the Fitz Farm Community Garden. My name's Vin Delova and I have been a member of the Community Garden since its inception in 2009. This garden was totally planned and put together by the residents of Fitz Farm. We have 9 beds, all 4 by 12, and every year they're taken. There's been a little bit of coming and going, but in general all the beds are used and farmed every year.
I'm Carol. I live at Fitz Farm. I'm one of the original gardeners. There's 9 of us, and we have had some turnover, but I think about half of us have been here the entire 9 years. I plant every year a variety of vegetables, flowers, and herbs. It's a very healthy garden, I think. We're organic gardeners, and people have abided by the rules, and it's been wonderful. It's a great joy, I think, for all of us, the 9 people who garden here.
Everybody's a little different, but everybody seems to have tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers, and there's always a lot of lettuce and squash and beans. Carol has rhubarb, so everybody does a little bit of something special for them.
Okay, I'm Janice Griffin, and I've been here for about 4 years, and I usually plant tomatoes and beans and peppers, and this year I did beets. And the deer came in and ate a lot of my beans. I don't know if you can see them. I can see a bean. And, but they are coming back, which is good. Actually, this has been a fairly good year. Last year was very dry too, and every year seems to be very dry. So this has been a good year, actually, because we haven't had all the funguses that we normally get on our tomato plants.
Well, you might notice that we're on the edge of a wetland, so there is a lot of wildlife here. So we have deer here, we have woodchucks here, so the electric fence is meant to keep them out. And does a fine job, I might add. Yeah. So we definitely think that was a deer.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure that it was.
That was a what? A deer.
Deer.
Liam thinks the deer could step right through with that space. Definitely. And if he's not getting the jolt, he's going to keep coming.
And it's flexible right there too.
Yeah, so you can just push it down. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, we have, I think, probably 2 formal meetings a year. One at the beginning of the year to plan and decide what we need to do, maybe add some more soil. We put chips down in the bedways. These beds are now 7 years old. Some of them have been patched up a little bit at the corners. We'll probably be rebuilding some next year or so. And then we decide when to put up the fence, because the fence gets taken down every winter and put back up. The battery is always an adventure to make sure that works. Then of course we decide how much funds we're going to need to keep the garden going every year, so everybody pitches in. And then at the end of the year somebody organizes kind of a potluck supper to bring everything to a conclusion. And then we have a cleanup where everybody comes down and removes everything from their garden. And like I say, we take down the fence.
Gets it down there, and it's worked out well.
Because I bought some, but I have a harder time collecting the plastic bottles because I don't buy any of that kind of stuff.
Oh, well, I
Go to the dump and jump in
I went to an event at church and went through the trash can because I don't drink soda.
I think your garlic's ready.
I've already picked some.
Yeah.
Now you take a little bit at a time.
Garlic's ready when the tops begin to dry, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Yep, this is pretty much it. We don't really have any plans to make it bigger right now, but who knows. We actually had one new resident tell us that one of the reasons they decided to move into Fitz Farm is because of the garden. So we think it adds. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you guys coming down.
My name's Don Hall. I live at Churchill Properties. We started this garden 8 years ago. The minister from the church came down and thought we should have something to do, and that's how it got started. And it's been going pretty good for 8 years. Right now there's 7 people. Some of them, like each plot is 10 by 10, but some of them are splitting them, so there's 2 people in each one. This is like 2 people in this garden. And the woman in this garden, she's half blind. She's legally blind. But she takes care, she planted everything, she does everything. She was the first one to plant. So, they have tomatoes, they have cucumbers, there's Swiss chard, there's, I think someone had endive over there, and pumpkins, zucchinis, which are growing like crazy now. We're picking all kinds of them. This is my critter. It scared a few people. Yeah, just put it in here for something to talk about. A few people jumped when they saw it. Paul was one of the first ones in the garden, him and myself. And in the beginning, him and I more or less took care of the whole garden for everybody. And as we got older. But the reason we have his head here is we dedicated the garden to him this year because he just passed away in January. But he's the one that bought all the lights we have around and used to buy all the flags and put them up. But he was a Marine, one of the many veterans here. So we keep him here. We even did some of his ashes here. When he was cremated, we sprinkled his ashes. But he's a great guy, real nice guy. Paul and I decided to put the flag up. We used to have a flag on the property, and it went over, a tree fell over, knocked it down, and they never replaced it. We put it up and said, we're veterans, and there's a lot of veterans in here. So Paul and I put the flag up. We buy a new one almost every year, every other year. We put the solar lights on it so it's lit up at night. I think this is the best the garden has ever looked, really. And it's all women this year, except me. But that's why I'm retiring.
On deck, ring 2 from Walk Trot Deck, Megan Quattar, Louis Webb, Lindsay Beswick, Julia Yorkstetter, Lindsay Ross.
The Oyster River Equestrian Program it's a team. It's the 9th through 12th graders plus the 7th and 8th graders. The high schoolers can ride on the team at 3 shows, and then the 7th and 8th graders are there to help the riders as ground crew. So they hold the horses, brush the horses, and help tack up and anything else that's needed to be done. The team competes at 3 district shows, and then the top 3 riders in each class go to the state show. And all the shows are between kind of beginning of April, end of May. It's a pretty short season. We start practices usually after December 1st and can go through the end of the state show. So each team needs a place to practice, and then since I'm the coach and the majority of the students initially were my regular lesson students riding with me once a week or so, they're riding my horses, so we just decided it made sense to have practice here. And so then we schedule usually a practice every month on a Saturday afternoon for a few hours, and the kids come and ride here. The ones that don't keep their horses here bring the horses in for that period of time. And there wasn't really, it just kind of made sense for us to be the farm to host everything. We've definitely grown from when we started. I think we only started with a handful of kids and a couple of riders and 1 or 2 ground crew members. At this point, I've got 8 riders and probably about 8 ground crew members, which is pretty big. I think number-wise, because the school's on the smaller side, I don't see the numbers getting that much bigger. If we got more, it definitely would be good. I love working with the kids. I like seeing them start at one place and finish better at the end of the season. Each of the kids, they can pick up to five classes. They don't have to do all five. They can do 3 or all of them. There's 3 divisions. There's an in-hand division, a walk-trot division, and walk-trot canter division. Once they pick that division, they're stuck in that through the rest of the season. The walk-trot canter division has jumping classes. And then within each division, or at least the walk-trot canter divisions, they can do dressage tests, they can do some games, so like barrel racing, the flag races where they put a flag in a bucket and switch the flag, some pole bending. There's equitation classes, suitability classes, which are based on how well the horse is suited for that discipline. And they can do Western classes as well, and they can do a dressage test, a Western class, a game, and jump all in the same day. The horses, they're my life, and I enjoy competing myself. I'm competitive, and I like to be there to support the kids and watch them and help them, and I really would like to see that I can have an influence on these kids' lives.
Entering ring 2, rider number 16, slowly wed, Oyster River.
So do you make a syrup or no? No, I just put it all in together. It's like.
Well, my name's Christy Battistelli. I'm one of the market managers for the Seacoast Growers Association. Today we're at the Durham Farmers Market, which happens every Monday from 2:15 to 6 at Jackson's Landing, and we'll be here until the end of September. So the Seacoast Growers Association is a member-run organization, and actually next year is going to be our 40th anniversary. So we've been organizing farmers markets for 39 years now in Portsmouth, Dover, Durham, and Exeter. Today we are made up of 60% agricultural, 20% prepared food, and 20% craft vendors overall that make up our markets. We have organic producers. So one of the greatest things about the market is you get to come in contact with your farmers and ask what's in season and how did you grow this, and sometimes maybe even ask for something special, and you never know if they'll grow it for next year.
My name is Dave Viola with Short Creek Farm in Northwood, New Hampshire. We raise beef and pork, and our focus is on making all of our own finished products. We do sausages, different bacon, salami, all with our meats and other ingredients grown on the farm. This farm is started last June 2015, but I've been doing some of the meat processing for about 5 years, and my business partner Jeff Backer has been farming for closer to 10 years.
So my name's Andrew Goslin. I'm with Applecrest Farms. We're located in Hampton Falls, right off of Route 88, and right now we're currently dishing out some blueberries. We're getting the blueberries, the cauliflower, the carrots, everything. And right now going on at the farm we have pick your own blueberries. Yeah, it's going on 7 days a week. The farm bistro is open as well every single day, Monday through Friday.
Where our markets are a little bit different, we've tried to source completely locally. So our vendors are made up of from Rockingham County, Stratford County, and York County, Maine.
Hi, I'm Ellie Stevens. I have Ellie Mae's Candy. I have 6 flavored toffees from dark white milk to 2 gourmet flavors, one with cayenne pepper in the toffee, and ginger snap has crystallized ginger. I can be found on the web, elliemayscandy.com, and I can be reached by phone, 207-475-2896.
All right, I'm Steve Hendler from Mildred's Drumlin Farm. We're on Lehook Road in Lee, New Hampshire. We are a certified naturally grown farm that is the grassroots alternative to the National Organic Program. We have a large variety of mixed vegetables, as well as strawberries and blueberries and raspberries. We also do the Dover market and the Lead market.
We do stay true to our mission, our goals, and our values about staying local and promoting local agriculture.
I am Megan. I work for Cobble House Farm in Lee, New Hampshire, where we have many different crops that we rotate around the farm, trying to be a little bit more sustainable because we also have livestock. We have our own sheep flock, hogs, chickens. We have eggs and chicken, and we basically try and feed our animals from things that we grow and minimize our footprint on our little part of the world. So you're welcome to stop on by the Durham Farmers Market. We are here every week, or the farm stand is open every day as well. And hopefully we'll see some people in August through October for our Sunflower Festival and Corn Maze.
Hi, thanks for coming to market, because you are at market with us right now on camera. My name's Julie. I'm with Shagbark Farm. We come to Durham Farmers Market every Monday, and we love it here. It's a very nice shady location. People are relaxed, happy to have what we have. We're a certified organic farm and have been since before 1988. We don't remember exactly. We do it that way because it's the right way to do it. It's a lot of trouble, but it's just the way that feels right. We have a lot of vegetables and flowers and small fruits when the time comes, and we would love to have you come down to market and try it and see us. Thanks.
Everybody is peer reviewed so that we ensure the animals are taken care of the best way possible, that members are growing what they say they're growing.
Hi, my name is Britt Trickle and I work for Levin, which is a beer and bread house in beautiful downtown Somersworth, New Hampshire. We have been making sourdough bread from scratch for about 3 years now, and we have both a restaurant and we bring our bread into the community when we can at farmers markets.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Hollister. I'm a third-generation farmer here at the Hollister Family Farm. We specialize in our tomatoes, and we also do 5 different farmers markets a week. We're out of Lee. So we're on Lee Hook Road in Lee, New Hampshire.
And one of the other great things is that we have our information booth that helps out with a lot of new-time farmers who are interested in starting up and they're not quite sure how to get going. So a lot of our vendors help them out and kind of guide them on how to get started.
So the Organic Garden Club is a UNH student-run organization. We're off 155A Spinney Lane, and we have about 2 acres of land. Everything's organic, and we have produce from flowers, vegetables, peppers, zucchini, corn. We probably have over 100 different types of vegetables. And we're at the Exeter and Durham markets, as well as a farm stand in front of Diamond Library on Fridays from 3 to 6.
We offer SNAP in the EBT program, and a lot of our vendors accept credit cards too, but if, for instance, you ran out of cash, Seacoast Eat Local, and here today, Seacoast Growers Association, I am running the SNAP booth, so you could run your credit card and get $5 in $5 increment tokens, and if you would like to buy, say, a $3 bag of lettuce, in exchange they'll give you $2 in return. Or for EBT recipients, we make it available so that they can have access to fresh veggies and produce, so it's great. Everybody is welcome. Look at that owl, or a hawk. Sorry. I love this location.